So we've got a bit of a change. The SQ Engineering adapter plate that I was going to use, turns out in NZ the last one that was in the country brand new was actually all bent, so it had to get sent back, and SQ Engineering are not making them for another 2 to 3 months. Well, that's how long they'll take to create them, so I wasn't going to wait that long. So I've now opted for a New Zealand made option. Actually, it's made by guys at Niteparts up in Auckland. Same sort of idea, a plate that sits in between the engine and the gearbox, but what they actually do is they take the gearbox bow housing and they actually machine the face of this. So what that does is actually move the box closer to the engine and actually ends up allowing this shaft to actually go further in the engine as well, because I've heard, and after doing research, the SQ Engineering one actually has a spacer in it to bring the pilot bearing out, so the gearbox actually sits better in the engine. So with the Niteparts one that I'm going for, this will actually sit all the way in the engine. I'll have less issues with the bow housing actually touching the tunnel, because with the SQ Engineering one you have to bash quite a bit out of the tunnel for it to clearance because it's such a big bow housing. And it also allows the shifter to actually sit closer as well. So I'm hoping with the shifter on the front mounts I should get away with it coming near the hole in the car. I'm not wanting to cut the car up, so possibly using a dog leg system on the shifter, but we'll see what happens at the time when putting it all in. But yeah, so no more SQ Engineering, bring on Niteparts, I say. These Tesla boxes are flipping cool. Look at this. Standard, the shifter sits here, sits back, sits right on the back of there. But because Toyota is Toyota, they give you extra mounts and they allow this to be flipped around. So there's actually like dowel holes on both ends, so you can then flip it around and the shifter can then be mounted further forward. So I got this nice slimline sub I bought off Trade Me a while ago. It's just a no brand thing really, just a 10-inch sub and amp included in it, so nice and slim, fits quite well. But I need to find a better mounting spot for it, so instead of having it just sitting there, I'm actually going to try stick it on the back of the seat. We'll see how that goes. So the sub is all mounted up. Ended up bolting it, or actually screwing it to the back of the seat. So because of the ribs and the steel structure in the seat that it has, I can screw it in there. It's quite tight underneath, but it pulls the seat up nice. The wires hidden down the side. Carpet to just disguise it a bit. Wouldn't even know.